just what exactly is secret source technology and what could this mean for us going forward into Nod-Krai? Secret source technology has been brought up a lot in Natlan, but I don't think it was ever quite properly explained in any of the quests, so let me do the explaining for you, along with some of my own theories. Let's jump right into it. Truth be told, there's a lot more we don't know about secret source technology than what we do know. Secret source technology was what the ancient dragons used to create some amazing things, such as automatons, spaceships, and even literal moons. It was first introduced in the Natlan archonquest with the source mechanism. This mechanism was used by the ancient dragons to strengthen the ley lines by imbuing them with power. This was rather inefficient since the dragons were not able to navigate the intricate structure of the ley lines. However, this only tells us by whom and one of its many applications. It still doesn't tell us what secret source technology is as a whole. Item descriptions can tell us a bit more. From the descriptions of the golden inscribed secret source core and the heart of the secret source, these cores are what powered the secret source automatons and were seemingly mass-produced. These cores were inscribed with golden inscriptions which kind of served as its programming and circuitry. They eventually became so complex that they ended up creating rudimentary forms of AI. It also states that the same wisdom that was used to create these machines is the same that went into creating the golden inscriptions. So what exactly are these golden inscriptions on the automatons? It's possible that they are related to the iridescent inscriptions found all over Natlan. These inscriptions are written in an ancient language that belonged to the dragons and can no longer be deciphered by humans. And through these inscriptions, they were able to manipulate phlogiston, the predecessor of elemental energy on Teyvat. An important distinction to make here, the inscriptions were not powered by phlogiston but were used to control phlogiston, which means that the dragons may have wielded a different kind of ancient power which allowed them to create these inscriptions to control phlogiston. And just so we're clear, secret source technology was not powered by phlogiston. Obviously, these inscriptions have some sort of magical quality to them, as they can fly and move around as well. And perhaps this other ancient power might be what the secret source is. Given the intelligence of the species, the dragons used this to create the iridescent inscriptions, and used as a foundation to create secret source technology. And why might it be called the secret source? Because it's a big mystery, a secret. The people of Teyvat just don't know and haven't figured it out yet. So to break this all down, there's some type of source power the ancient dragons used. First to create special inscriptions which became so complex that they ended up creating AI that was used in creating the secret source automatons and all of their other technology. But what this source power is that became the foundation of all dragon technology, its origins and its presence on Teyvat is still a big mystery. So what might this mean for us in the present day? This secret source power might be the only other type of power that we know of other than phlogiston that predates the elements. This stuff is obviously extremely powerful. It quite literally allowed the ancient dragons to build moons and keep them in orbit. This brings us to the next big mystery. Why did the dragons create the moons? The dragons obviously did not do it to liven up their night skies. So there has to be another reason that they would go through all of that effort. The description from the Shuttle of Odara tells us that dragons were a spacefaring civilization. So while they were out there, did they see something that prompted them to build these moons? If so, could these moons have been Teyvat's first line of defense against any invaders or threats from beyond? The moons are relics of secret source technology, so the ancient moons were likely imbued with this secret source power in some form or another. And there seems to be one individual in particular with interest in the ancient moons, dottore. At the end of Natlan's archonquest, Moika told us that Nod-Krai is where the second Fatui harbinger dottore has his base of operations, and that there is supposedly some mysterious project connecting him, the ancient moons, and some mysterious power that's used by the people in Nod-Krai, which also predates the 7 elements. This mysterious power could very well be related to the secret source stuff used by the dragons. And knowing that Nod-Krai likely has some mysterious connections to the ancient moons and has a lot of defunct secret source automatons, also created by the dragons, might suggest that dottore might not just be interested in the moons, but in the secret source stuff as well. From what we know about the Tsaritsa and her plans, she plans to launch her rebellion against the heavenly principles. So in all fairness, the Fatui are probably going to want to get their hands on any and all types of power they can in order to even stand a chance. The seven Gnosis and perhaps now ancient dragon technology could be what goes into defeating the heavens, and remember when I said that the dragons were able to create AI using the golden inscriptions? Perhaps the Fatui want to use the dragon AI embedded in the cores of the secret source automatons. And Nod-Krai seems to have a lot of them. According to Helga, the Fatui were bringing in tons of construction materials into Nod-Krai, so they're definitely constructing something, and secret source technology might very well be a big part of it. But remember, Natlan is still a bit incomplete. We still don't know how the Pyronosis will exchange hands, and it's still due for its final map expansions. Not to mention, we're still yet to conclude the world quest with Little One, where we'll meet the Dragon Sage at the Great Volcano. So we're probably gonna learn more about secret source technology as time goes on, so stay tuned. If you enjoyed, consider subscribing, and thank you for watching.